Thank you all guys for coming. The case of José Eduardo Ravelo has me extremely outraged. It is a clear example of how systematic discrimination keeps taking lives in our own country.
You're right, Jade. This case shows how his identity as a young gay man made him a target of prejudice, violence, and what he endured is simply unhuman.
For those unfamiliar with the details, José Eduardo was allegedly detained by Mérida police officers without any justification. During his detention, he was physically and sexually abused. Days later, he passed away due to severe internal injuries inflicted on him.
That's correct, Natalia. What happened was a blatant violation of his human rights. For example, his right to life, dignity, and freedom from torture. The police who are supposed to protect him were the ones who caused his suffering.
The most frustrating part is that this isn't an isolated case. Police violence is a widespread issue in Mexico. On top of that, local authorities try to downplay what happened, which only makes the situation worse. Exactly. It wasn't just negligence, it was active harm. José Eduardo's cries for help were ignored, and then they tried to cover up the abuse.
This makes it clear that the problem isn't individual but structural. LGBTQ plus people institutionalized discrimination every day. If there hadn't been public pressure, do you think that the authorities would have done anything?
That brings us to the judicial system. The family filed an amparo trail. Elisa, can you explain how that worked?
Of course, an amparo is a legal mechanism in Mexico that protects the individuals with their constitutional rights. This is when they are violated. In this case, the federal judiciary review the case and the evidence. Conclude that the local authorities act unlawfully. They order a thorough investigation and protective measure for José Eduardo's family.
While this outcome is a step forward, it shows how difficult it is to achieve justice. Families shouldn't have to go to highest level of the judiciary just to have their rights.
Exactly. Let's share his story as a call to action. Let's work together to ensure that no one else has to endure such a tragedy.